What's up, everyone? Troy from GlitchFeed here at PAX 2016, joined by Leonard from Shock Tactics. I had a chance to play his amazing game for now. Tell us a little bit about the game first.
Okay, Shock Tactics is a turn-based strategy game with world exploration, base building, and tactical combat with a very aggressive take on the genre. So basically, it's very important that you explore the planet at the start. You're like the first wave. You explore the first contact of the human race with an extinct alien race, and you're on their home planet. And basically, everybody wants a piece of the cake. There's immense technology and all the wealth and the power in the world on one planet, and you're like the first guy landing there.
Right.
You're exploring the planet with your ATV and deciding which mission to take and whom to help and when to choose. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get this juicy piece of artifact to upgrade my weaponry and my base. Yeah.
Right. So it's definitely got a lot of emphasis on strategy, a lot of emphasis on, as you said, base building. Yeah. Go into that a little bit, because I was super impressed by what you were telling me a minute ago.
Yeah, the base building is an important part for us because we make it as a playable level. So you actually freely place the buildings, and you really have to think about, how can I defend my base? It's like you put your most precious buildings in the middle, probably, and then the lesser expensive buildings at the side, and then you think about where's the cover, where are the allies of approach, and then when you get attacked, you actually play in the buildings you just upgraded and bought, and you really don't want them to blow them up. So
right.
You have a different level of innovation.
It's based a little bit, it feels a lot like XCOM, a lot of these kind of turn-based strategy games. How does it differentiate, I think, a little bit from those other games? What sets you apart?
And one of the important things is like this is the one red thread that goes through our game design, is that it's aggressive, and we build all the other features around that.
Right.
So we use action points, like you have 25 action points, and every square you move just costs 1 action point. So you can move square by square if you wish, but you can make a dashing move. And when you see a new enemy, so the situation changes, your guy just holds there, and you can rethink. So this way you can make way more aggressive and fast decisions. So we actually have a turn-based game that you can like play in a fast pace and
right.
really like commit and move forward and then rethink when the situation adjusts.
Right, and a little bit about the difficulty, because the first thing you told me was that you have to be aggressive, whereas a lot of those other turn-based games, it's more about defense and playing it safe. Tell me a little bit about the pacing, how you guys have set it up.
Yeah, it's like, this is exactly what the main difference is. Like, it's not about being overly cautious, because then you get overwhelmed. So the difficult part in our game is they will know that you're there. The whole enemy base, when you assault, will know you're there. So you only have a few turns to get the first wave of enemies down before the reinforcements from the other side arrive and reinforcements by air arrive. So you really have to get the damage out there. And if you're overly cautious, you will get overwhelmed. This is a whole new way of approaching this. Normally in turn-based games, basically you have to be cautious. This is your primary skill. It's like being very cautious and slow and really prepare for a very small engagement. And for us, it's the other way around. It's like you have to instantly get in there, get the damage done, and it's one big fight. And when the fight is over, basically you have won the mission.
Right. And then the mission structure a little bit, you said it's a little bit open world, you can kind of explore and pick your missions. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, this important part is like choosing your next assignment, basically. You always have downtimes. It's like there's a war escalating on the world after you land, and you have to really think about which mission do I want to take, because you will take damage on missions. There's a really slim chance to make a clean slate in a mission. Right. Then you have downtimes for healing. So you have to think about if I grab this artifact, it's hard to get from the pirates, I will take damage, then I might not be able to defend my outpost, and then my people get slaughtered by the Imperial Consortium. And then you maybe have to retake it, but then you feel bad because it's like the settlers are already dead, and you retake the outpost, and then you feel greedy because you decided to get the artifacts from pirates instead of helping your people. And all these decisions greatly impact how you proceed through the world towards the end game, basically.
Yeah, I think you brought up a good example of if a squad mate kind of falls in combat. What was that process kind of changes your mission structure a little bit?
Yeah, this is if you want to make a turn-based game that is like hard and punishing at some points for the hardcore players, but also supposed to be aggressive. This is really hard to balance out. So what we did is, if your guy gets downed and you have to retreat because the mission is too hard, you leave him on the battlefield, he will be imprisoned, and you will get a mission to free him again. This is hard because it takes time on the world map, and you only get your guy back, but you get your guy back.
Right.
So you really want to free your people, and this like really drags you into it, and you're really into freeing him and punishing the guys that took him. So
Very cool. Yeah, I love that it evolves as kind of as you're playing. You get different decisions that kind of come up. That sounds super great. So where is Shock Tactics at in development right now? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, we're close to alpha. This like we're currently still in pre-alpha, but it's getting to alpha in like 4 weeks. And then we're going pretty fast, we're getting to better. I'm really happy with the team now. We've assembled, like we had this with 2 people for 1 year, and now we are 8 people for 4 months. So we're really proud of what we have achieved yet. And there's a lot of work to do. We want to release end of the year, and you really have to take time for polishing in these games.
Right.
So we have to keep up the pace basically to get all the features done, and then take enough time to make it really polished, and so the challenge is right basically.
Sure. I am a huge fan of this game already. I love the feel of it. Where can they see more? Where can they find more information?
On shocktacticsgame.com, or just follow us on Twitter, and you find everything from there basically.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the time, and definitely check out Shock Tactics as soon as you can. It's been great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. What's up, everyone? Thanks for watching our PAX East coverage. If you'd like to see more videos, you can click right about here and check out some of our other interviews and coverage from the floor. Otherwise, hit like, comment, and subscribe below for more of our stuff. Thanks.